Becky Lynch responds to CM Punk in a quickly deleted tweet. Plus, we have an update on a returning WWE faction, and is a WrestleMania title match becoming a triple threat? It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. CM Punk's pipe bomb on Raw, I think, was my favourite pipe bomb that Punk has dropped since he came back.
It was a wonderful promo.
Oh, it was pipe bomby.
It managed to fit a lot of things as well into a relatively short space of time, all in one continuous flow. There's a reason he's renowned on the mic. He took aim at The Rock, Cena, and then turned his attention to Rollins. But he didn't emerge unscathed, Tom.
Absolutely not. See, during this tirade, he told Becky Lynch to come and get her man before he puts him in a wheelchair. Becky Lynch responded to these comments in a peculiar way online, quote retweeting another Twitter user who had pointed out that CM Punk and Roxanne Perez had matching gear at Elimination Chamber. I'd say it was similar rather than matching.
Yeah.
But she quote retweeted this with the comment, catching up on Raw, I don't think I'm the one who needs to come get my man.
Now that is, now to be fair, CM Punk and Becky Lynch are both known for not pulling any punches in promos and on Twitter and that sort of thing and on social media. I think Becky Lynch may have known that this wouldn't get a normal response from the wrestling fans.
Wrestling fans online are perfectly normal. What are you talking about?
However, I think you have to say she has kind of stirred the pot a little bit there and doing that. Because CM Punk's married. He's got a wife.
CM Punk is married. Roxanne Perez has a partner. And Roxanne has spoken many times of how there's a father-daughter relationship between her and CM Punk.
Yeah, she's a huge admirer of his, and he's like a mentor figure to both her and Cora Jade, and it's all just... Oh, Becky, what have you done, Becky?
But anyway, the tweet's been deleted, but unfortunately, tweets never truly get deleted, do they? Let's be honest. Also deleted was a response from Cora Jade, simply with the wording, weird behaviour.
Now, at first, I thought maybe the tweeting and then deleting was pre-arranged between Punk and Becky to... build heat for this feud between Punk and Rollins. But the fact that then Cora Jade, who's not involved in this storyline, and neither is Roxanne Perez really, but the fact that Cora Jade, who's in one step even further removed from this storyline, has tweeted weird behaviour, seemingly in defence of her friend Roxanne Perez, that would suggest to me, oh no, did Becky, is this a shoot tweet from it? Did she really, not suggesting that this rumour is true, but I'm suggesting that, did she just do that and then go, oh, actually.
Or is it maybe a case that Cora wasn't privy, that maybe this was something they planned?
Maybe.
And Cora has, you know, if you've been anywhere near the toxic wasteland that is online discourse, that you'll know that is a conversation that's come up. So maybe it's Cora kind of in response to that, not knowing that maybe they planned to do a thing.
Shades of when Jericho thought that Brock Lesnar had really battered Randy Orton at SummerSlam and then tried to fight him backstage. We don't know. We just don't know. And I'm assuming maybe we just never will know the real how privy the other party was to the other one saying each thing. And I mean, we might never know. If there's one thing we do know, it's that I'm sure that CM Punk will respond to this in a calm and collected manner.
We're skating too close to the edge of the lightning bolt. We're too much on the work shoot. Can we please bring this back and talk about a spooky faction?
100% we can, Tom.
Spooky!
We can, because Bo Dallas, also known, of course, as Uncle Howdy now, is set for a return to the ring. This comes via a report from Bodyslam.net, with it being noted that Dallas suffered an undisclosed injury, possibly a shoulder injury, back in December. This caused him to be taken off TV, but he has now medically been cleared for an in-ring return. You might have noticed, therefore, that the Wyatt Six have been away as a whole stable from TV for quite some time, outside of the little reminders of them, the little glitches that appear on screen, often during Alexa Bliss promos, for example. But they've been gone for a while. It seems to have been because of this apparently undisclosed injury to Bo Dallas or Uncle Howdy, which thankfully he seems to be all right.
So I imagine we will start to get to a point where we see them back on screen then, because it's been a while since we last seen them.
And I think that I'm all right with that. It's when the spookiness gets too... There's too many spooky things on one show for me. That's when it gets too overbearing. But when it's when it's just once in a while, and if anyone's good at it, it's the Wyatt Six, then I'm fine with it, especially because it is paying tribute to Bray Wyatt as well at heart.
It's unfortunately the case of when this angle started, when the Wyatt Six debuted. Do you remember that? Just folk everywhere. Everyone's been beaten up. Who's their next victim? And I said very loud, like, I love this, but with a character like this, with a faction like this, story like this, you need a very clear beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
And once again, I don't think they've got one.
No, and then there's been, Miz, they were feuding with him, he got shipped off to SmackDown. It's all gotten kind of messy, and I'm assuming that this injury probably didn't help as well. I suppose the most important thing is that Bo seems fine and that he's clear to return once again. But yeah, I do agree with you. It hasn't maybe been quite as clear-cut as they'd originally hoped.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder, but AEW fans still very fond regardless of Jamie Hayter, who has been away for a while now.
Strong lady
who looks like a singer from the 70s, and it's a great look. But she's not been on our TV much. She shared an update on Twitter saying, just getting a new visa, no big deal, no issues, cheers.
She's cleared that up instantly there. She has been wrestling in the UK. I think she had a match at Eve, the all-women's promotion based down in London, against Alex Windsor.
They had a banger against each other. At Pro Wrestling Eve. And they call it Pro Wrestling Weave then, which is a very different wrestling promotion.
Jamie Hayter obviously very popular there, especially making her return now that she's a big AEW star and everything. But you're right, AEW fans are missing her. This visa renewal process seems to have come along at a time when she maybe needs a bit of momentum, but by the sounds of her tweet there, it'll just be a little bump in the road.
AEW Revolution, 9 pitches on the channel later on today. Predictions on the way as well. And we'll look back at what happened and the WTF moments from Revolution as well. This is the weirdest story of the week. And I'm here for it.
I'm here for it as well, Tom, but I don't really, I'm not as into I like the video games, but I'll let you take the lead here because you're going to know more about why this is strange.
I like video games and I like my best friend, Jeff Jarrett. Of course. Acclaim is re-entering the video games market and Jeff Jarrett is on board with it. Acclaim have said in a statement that their initial goal when coming back is to support indie developers and reignite classic franchises and provide funding, marketing, and PC support to indie studios, right? And they're doing this through with an advisory board of esteemed industry leaders, including founder of Striker Entertainment, Russell Binder, Ridge Partners founder Mark Kaplan, and King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett.
The chosen one.
Chosen one. Now, you may not be aware, but Jeff Jarrett really does have his finger deep in wrestling video game pie.
Right.
And he has done for a long time. In a statement, he said, for more than 3 decades, I've had the privilege to have been a part of both wrestling and gaming universes. I'm thrilled to now be a partner in the revival of Acclaim, an iconic publisher known for releasing some of the most legendary games of the 80s and the 90s. From my early involvement with the publisher's hit 16-bit WWF titles to my experience helping shape the TNA Wrestling series, I have seen firsthand the type of impact great games can have on players and fans. Resurrecting Acclaim is an opportunity to impart the same degree of passion and love to a new generation. I'm excited to be involved. He was really involved in the early video game projects as well, and the wrestling RPG that came out recently too.
That's taken me completely by surprise. I didn't know that was part of one of the many strings to Jeff Jarrett's bow at all.
I'm hoping that they leverage the Jeff Jarrett brand a little bit with some of the ideas and concepts. So maybe a chance to reboot some Acclaim classics.
Okay.
Jeff Jarrett's All-Star Baseball.
Okay.
That'd be nice. Jeff Jarrett's Buster Move.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. And my personal favourite, Jeff Jarrett Dinosaur Hunter.
Okay.
That should be a thing. Can we have Jeff Jarrett Dinosaur Hunter, please?
Oh,
many thanks. Let's talk WrestleMania. We're on the road to WrestleMania, and a title match could be becoming a triple treat, if you will.
Yeah, WrestleVotes have given an update on the plans for a particular WrestleMania title match, the Women's World Title match. Me and Tom mentioned on the previous news video today, Rhea Ripley's shocking loss to Io Sky. She is no longer in the WrestleMania match. Now it's going to be Io Sky versus Bianca Belair, who won the Elimination Chamber. Rhea Ripley cut an amazing promo online where she's very sad, very vulnerable about it. But the story's not over yet, Tom, because WrestleVotes have said the anticipation is that this match turns into a 3-way at WrestleMania. That's from what I heard today. Fully expecting this match to turn into a triple threat by the time we get to Las Vegas is what I was told.
I feel like that was kind of in the waters for these 3. I'm glad that seems to be what's looking like there's going to be on the cards.
But I have a very fun alternative explanation.
Jack's a fun alternative. Veganism.
So WrestleVotes haven't there specified who the third person in the triple threat would be. Jade Cargill's also an option, I think, because she came back at Elimination Chamber, battered Naomi, seems to think Naomi had something to do with the attack that took her out. But we don't yet really know what the deal is with Bianca. Has she framed Naomi? What's going on there?
Ooh.
Because before Jade came back at the pay-per-view and attacked Naomi, everyone was speculating, oh, it's Bianca who's going to turn heel, it's Bianca. So it caught a lot of us off guard when she targeted Naomi instead. But nothing has yet really been explained. So that story still has some way to go. Then again, it could also involve Rhea Ripley. So we just don't know. We just don't know.
Interesting about the four-way compromise there.
Or a four-way. I was just thinking maybe it'll be Jade, Bianca, and Io. But Rhea. Well, what would Rhea do?
You've got to have Rhea.
You've got to have Rhea at
somewhere.
Mania.
Maybe it's Rhea. Yeah, maybe it is Rhea, Jade, Bianca, and Io.
Maybe if she wanted to be on the Mania card, she shouldn't have lost her belt, mate.
Don't say that. She watches.
Been better.
Oh no,
What?
Rhea's a big fan.
I'd like to take back everything.
We apologise, Mother. Jack does not speak for us at Cultaholic. We think you did very well.
You're the best wrestler ever.
You did very well. You did very well in the wrestling. Thank you, Mother.
I can't believe I've done this.
Are you twitching tonight?
Yeah, me and Owen are twitching tonight. Twitch.tv/Cultaholic, 5 p.m. an hour earlier than usual. We normally go live at 6, but this week we're going live an hour earlier at 5 p.m. UK time.
And remember the rhyme. Don't be a clumsy Clive. Jack and Owen are streaming
At 5.
There you go. And for the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Jeff Jarrett, Dinosaur Hunter.
Clive, what, you drop your beans everywhere.
Oh, Clive, yeah.
I nearly called him Clarence. I forgot it immediately.
No, that's Clive.
Clive.
Jack and Owen streaming at 5.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Sorry.